Okay, forgive me for jumping on a topic I've already talked about, but it's actually quite important. I hear some people saying that Donald Trump. Well, let me actually click on this to make it read it right. What the accusation is? Trump is standing up for our most basic rights. He signed an executive order that set the tone uh, for his administration's aggressive push to prioritize gender identity over biological sex. And he called it defending women from gender ideology, extremism, and restoring biological truth to the federal government. Okay, problem I'm having with this. Why is it they say it's fighting for women's rights? I'll wait. Women's rights to what? Women's rights to be told what to do with their reproductive rights? Women's right to choose to use contraceptives? Women's right to vote? Women's right. What are we actually talking about here? Because I hear you guys all the time arguing against women. And now Trump goes out there and issues another executive order. Name it, probably executive order on how many times to flush a toilet. He's talked about that too, as if he clogs it up every freaking minute. It's like, oh, you got to flush it like 20 times. Dude, you're full of crap. Well, he issued another executive order that says only passports accepted are the ones that say male or female. No X. So there's no transgendered allowed passports. Well, some transgendered went in to renew their passport. I'm sorry, we can't renew this with the X because we only accept male or female, and you were born a male. And the person said, fine, put me down as a male. I don't give a care. I just need my passport. I'm sorry, we can't do that either. Well, will you make up your damn mind? How is it you say you are the gender you were born as? We will only recognize you as the gender you were born as, but we will not put it on your frickin' passport. How do you get away with this bullcrap? It's like, are you looking for Americans to end their lives or something? What are you doing? You're supposed to be fighting for this country. You're supposed to be protecting the citizens of this country. You're supposed to be fighting for everybody here that's working and making a productive living. You're supposed to be helping the world overall. And all you care about is this fake religious belief of yours without backing it up. You were born this way. We're going to treat you this way, but we're not going to treat you this way because you're no longer this way, even though you were born this way. Will you stop this merry-go-round? How dare you, Trump? I won't even call you Mr. President. You don't even earn that respect. My grandmother told me, or taught me, that you always respect the president. You don't have to agree with him. Not with Trump. I'm sorry. There's no respect for Trump. None. I had more respect for Bush than Trump. And I wasn't a Bush fan. I had more respect for Reagan than Trump. And I was no Reagan fan. I was no fan of any president, really. But I have respect for all of them except for Trump. Because he wants to make it about him. He goes out there and every day. Hell, you could probably have a whole platoon wiped out, and he will go out there and badmouth them, saying how weak they were, that if they would have listened to him, because he knows more about combat than anybody, and he never served in combat because of bone spurs. Listen, I'm not mad that you never served. I'm not. That's irrelevant to me. But how dare you, sir, say you know more than the military when you never were in the military? The people you have in charge of your Defense Department, look at their qualifications. Oh, I'm sorry, they don't have any qualifications other than the fact that they work for Fox News and kissed your butt. How dare you? And any Republican who backs this man, you cannot call yourself the Family Values Party. You cannot call yourself the party of Christian values. You cannot call yourself the pro-life party. These are all made up phrases for you. They sound great. Oh, they sound wonderful, but you're far from that. You just call it what it is. We're the party of corporate greed. Republicans are the party of corporate greed. That's all you are. Until you go back to your roots. I ran before as a write-in, and my vice presidential choice back then was a Republican. Granted, he was my brother. He works in Oklahoma. But he's a Republican. Unlike many Republicans, he looks down the middle. He does. I don't agree with him on many issues, and he doesn't agree with me. But he understands what needs to be accomplished. He doesn't judge. He's never judged a person based on their race, religion, orientation. He's never judged them. Disagrees with them, maybe, but hell, we're allowed to disagree. I don't understand certain thought processes. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that I don't understand. It means you're ignorant. And ignorant's not bad. Ignorant means you just don't know. Being stupid is bad. And Trump takes that to a golden prize.